Well, let me record.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Zoom.
So, on today's episode of the Blerd Talk podcast by the Blerd Initiative. By the way, Kenny, I don't know if you knew, but we are sponsored by what's the thing called?
We about to lose this
That's
sponsor.
not good. That's not good.
The sponsors, like, you don't even remember our name.
It's by Anchor. So, if you ever listen to the whole thing, actually, you'll see the ad in the beginning of the podcast. But today's episode will be tokenism and anime, comics, etc. So I think this is more of a, I think Kenny may agree with me, this is more of a tokenism, more of a American thing, because I don't think what's it called, the East or Japanese
East, just the East.
Yeah, they don't I don't see this being an issue like, oh, we have to meet ethnic quota in our anime.
Only over here.
So, Kenny, since you're I dub you the anime expert, why do you think that is?
Huh?
Why do you think that is that the East doesn't concern themselves with the ethnic quota?
Well, the main reason is that the East doesn't have as many different cultures as we do, and also I don't think they push as hard to make everybody feel like they are
included.
Honestly, I just don't think they give a damn. But I could be wrong. I could be right. But I honestly think I don't think they just don't give a damn. They have more pressing things to worry about.
So I feel like what the when Alex had posted that Sneakerella trailer.
Oh, that shit had me dying.
I like, this is like, I know we discussed this already, but I really feel like Disney came and had a board meeting and was like, what can we do to connect to the inner city youth? Mm-hmm. And what can we do to relate our original movies with them? Because nobody in the hood can relate to Cinderella. I mean, maybe they can, but it's not like ideally a thing. So they come out with Sneakerella. It is the most absurd trailer I've seen in a very long time. But at the same time, it's like, how, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to fit a black kid into a Disney fantasy,
into a Disney Cinderella cut? It really has the same name at the very end.
About sneakers.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I think in the West, it seems like people get offended easier. They want representation, and so all these media companies are doing everything that they can to fit everybody, include everybody, because I think it kind of goes back to cancer culture. I mean, cancel culture.
No, you got it right. Cancer culture, you're right.
So it's just like everybody's afraid that they're gonna be called out on something. So they try to fit in with the stuff. So as far as in relation to tokenism, Alex, what are your thoughts on the East versus the West and tokenism?
I think the diversity thing is a huge playing ground with it. I don't know what the rules, regulations, or the culture is like in the East as far as diversity is concerned and the cultural impact of it in comparison to here. It's a lot more unified over there from what I can look at just from the outside looking in comparison to here, where we have so many different kinds of people here. And with everyone having more of a voice, especially with the up age and upheaval of social media and people having access to many platforms to voice their concerns, their opinions on things. I think it's possibly taken a turn for the worse, because instead of focusing on creating genuine good characters you can connect with, they're all filtered through a box. You gotta fit all these boxes before the character can be their own character. So like usually in media now you can kind of pick out, be like, oh, that's the one of the LGBTQ slash other insert sexuality box all lumped in one. And they just usually now make that just one character, and that is their identity. And it's like, no, like all of these people have identities outside their sexuality or outside their race, and they're bigger than that. Like they're just not this angry black guy, or they're not just the lesbian girl who's always super sexual, or the gay guy who's always super sexual. Like that's not the case. But that's how media has portrayed them in mass. And it's just been ridiculous upon ridiculousness, because we can have these amazing characters from any spectrum, but when they focus on only that one aspect, it just belittles them into nothing. So I don't think a lot of the things occur in the East, especially because I'd say in comparison, the East versus West, the East is way more conservative, way more traditional. So a lot of their traditions obviously have been passed down through generations, and they just kind of continued upon that. While here in the West, a lot of these things are starting to break down. They're starting to change. The push against traditionalism or olden things has definitely changed over the past 10, 15, 20, 30, 100 years even. So it's a lot to really influence, especially a lot of things that can influence culture.
Yeah, because right before the podcast started, the word tokenism, I didn't know. I know what like the token black person is. Like we've seen it in South Park and et cetera, right? So,
yeah,
but as far as the definition of it, I didn't know what it was, and I looked it up, and that's a mouthful, so I'm not even going to repeat that. But and they broke it down again. It says, what is tokenism in simple words? And it's the practice of doing something such as hiring a person who belongs to a minority group only to prevent criticism and give their parents that people are being treated fairly. Well, that's definitely a West problem. I don't like, as far as like, is that like, you don't see this in anime. Well, I don't see an anime. I know it's like the whole Mr. Popo controversy.
Honestly, the Mr. Popo thing, as a younger youth, a younger self, and everything like that, as watching I just knew Mr. Popo was just Mr. Popo. That was it. Yeah, but that's all I just know. But as I got further, and everyone was like, Mr. Popo's this, that, I'm like, yo, this is starting to become a lot.
yeah. I mean, like, and they did so much to change the color, but that's not the point. But
it's like, no, the problem is that like, it is Mr. Popo. Yeah, that dude is blacker than charcoal. I ain't gonna lie.
It was nothing I ever like bad an eye about.
No, it was nothing. And then like, I paid attention to, but as I grew older, like I was like you were saying, I was just like, oh shit, this dude is black as fuck. but like
blackface.
Yeah, it was like literally blackface. But the thing is, like, like Japan and stuff don't really like fully understand the consequence of blackface. They don't. But most people be like, you can just look on the internet and look about blackface. Yeah, if it's in Japanese, they can probably understand it. But if it's not, then I don't fucking know what's gonna happen. But I don't think they were meaning it to turn that way.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't think they were meaning to turn that way. Honestly, but how when everybody started focusing on it like that, it literally became that way, and that's starting to become a problem now.
Was there
everybody's making things that are not things from the beginning, so it's just like
into a thing that's not a thing.
Yeah,
like Popo, to my references and knowledge and all that stuff came out, like Popo wasn't created for that intent.
Yeah,
like Jinx was another one from Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, I think my favorite thing about the Jinx era was like the Nicki Minaj pictures. Oh man, that was the funniest things ever. But yeah, they weren't like created for that intent. But then that kind of brings the question, like, at times your intent doesn't matter. Like, sure, you didn't mean to crash into 18 different people in the parade. That wasn't your intent. Your intent was, to get home safely. but you're still a murderer.
Oh, like you mean just like we watched Super Crooks? The dude's intent was to get noticed.
Yeah,
but he fell into the pool and shocked everybody.
Got noticed. He got noticed.
Oh, just a heads up, there's a show there's a show on Netflix called Super Crooks. One of the guys is Electro Boy, and he decided it was a bright idea to fly over a fucking pool. And
that sounds bad from the start.
And it just went bad. And when Yori was watching it, he was just like, wow, they actually showed what would happen in these kind of situations.
Yeah, man. Accurate portrayal of superheroes, especially when you first find out your power. Yeah, man, that can go horrible. But to bring it back in, no, I mean, like, intent matters for a lot of these things as well. And then also the outcome and the cultural like significance of it. Like a good example of like the token character is Cyborg and Teen Titans. Not Teen Titans Go, like original Cyborg.
Oh yeah, please.
In that scene, in that scene that he had with Starfire, where Starfire's sister came down, called her, in their terms, that racist name. And then she has a heart-to-heart with Cyborg because Cyborg has a similar upbringing. And he's a robot, but most people are like, nah, he wants to say something else. So it's like, I mean, either work, but I get it.
You just want to say booyah.
That's not what he wanted. So anyway, though, so like that was like an amazing way to do that. But then other ways that I kind of looked at was just like, are you freaking kidding me? Like one of these might get me flame or whatever. So like two of them, both from Final Fantasy, because I'm looking at you, was a Barrett in Final Fantasy 7. When I was like, did y'all have to give his arm a gun too? Like,
yeah. He was belligerent. He was like,
he was literally every single thing.
I'm like, he's every single stereotype. Well, yeah, he's probably like every stereotype.
Just about in the book. But the thing is,
that's how they look at us.
Barrett though. Like he's actually
one of the best characters.
He's an actually really fantastic character when you actually go through his story and things like that. And I can see like on first look, if you're like really looking for this stuff, you would look at Barrett and be like, and a gun? Like literally in your. And my favorite thing that like I lost it in the original Final Fantasy 7 because I don't know if he does it in the remake because they probably were like, yeah, it's a bad look. But like in original, he's like holding Marlene, but he has his gun arm.
Yeah. I don't think he does it in remake. I gotta play it just to check for that.
So I'm just like, but that's a gun. So yeah. I found that hilarious. And then the second one where I was just like, nah, I have no tolerance for this one. For anyone who played Final Fantasy 13, freaking Sage, they made black dude.
2 guns.
I don't even know what his story was.
2 guns, and he got an
afro, a chocobo in his hair. That chocobo is actually adorable. It's a baby chocobo, and he got 2 guns, and he fights while he dances. He be like, and I'm like, really?
Like Zack from Power Rangers.
Yeah,
from the original Power Rangers. Like he did that hip hop.
He started breaking down and fighting.
Yeah, it was like hip hop keto or something like that. He just started breaking. Like why he got to break down? Why he got to do like a dance before he fight? Like. This is not what we are as a
he got to take off his shirt first and then square up.
So, but was it so?
The thing was about all that is I don't think it was the intent of them to do it. I think they like. I don't think it was the intent to make it look or racist as or whatever it is, token or whatever, anything like that. There's a lot of things that people do, and they don't mean to have any like bad intentions on it or anything.
Mm-hmm. No, they gotta be woke now.
It's gotten to the point that people just don't want to do this shit anymore. They don't. I wouldn't want to do it either, and I understand. Like,
wasn't Chef in South Park? He was dubbed like the token black guy.
He was token black guy.
But wasn't it a show that had?
No, his name is literally Token. He's not dubbed the Token. His name
is Token.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
The thing about South Park is South Park don't give a fuck.
The entire thing's satire anyway. That's the point.
Right, but I mean, was there an outcry for that, or we just all understood that it's bullshit, and we're gonna take it as that?
It was an outcry for it.
Oh, okay.
But again, South Park don't give a fuck. Like,
yeah, if I knew we were talking about South Park, I should invite Milano in because there's like something that happened to Chef because Chef isn't in the show anymore.
Right. Yeah, that's what I remember.
I forgot. I can't remember what happened with that, but it was like a huge
Did he die?
No, he been not in the show.
Well, yeah. There's something I think happened with his character either in real life. Like I think they had some type of like fallout over either like the portrayal or something like that. Let me Google some things real quick. Don't quote me in this one for you guys listening.
Yeah, I just think it's starting to get a little bit overboard in my opinion. I know somebody said they didn't want to watch Bruised. It was a movie with Halle Berry in it, and they were like, "Oh, I don't want to watch it because it has probably has a white savior in it." I'm like,
Oh no, this is about
religion.
This is about a Scientology episode. Apparently, that's why the voice actor.
Yeah, it said it was objections to the show's attitudes toward and depiction of various religions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
they crossed the line from satire into intolerance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but someone didn't want to watch show Bruised because they didn't want to see the white savior type of whatever that is.
White savior.
With Halle Berry being a like MMA
fighter, yeah, something like that. White savior, whatever that is.
Wait, that's white savior complex and Bruce.
No, there isn't, and they didn't want to watch it because they didn't want to see if there was one. And I'm just like, how would you? So, and that's the one thing that kind of confuses me a little bit is that people want diversity, but they don't want a white savior type thing in it. And I'm just like, so.
Well, from what I've seen, diversity means don't be white.
Yeah,
and that's literally what I've seen.
I'm just like, what? I was like, that's not diversity.
No, it's
not. That's just not having a certain race in the movie.
Yeah, but the thing is, I always ask people, I was like, what exactly do you even consider white? Like, what constitutes white to you? Because there's a lot of different cultures within what people would constitute as white. Like, I guess, like in pure definition terms, I guess you would maybe think Anglo-Saxon. But then, there's still even there lots of different splits in the UK between where they originate from and where they are now. So I don't even know really what people mean by it. The only thing I take it is like if you're a fair skin tone, like lighter skin tone. But you can still be
that's almost
so many different places.
That's almost light skin versus dark skin all over again.
Yeah. But I mean, we just group them all together and then there's a split for us.
That's kind of racist.
Yeah. You think?
Yeah. There I haven't it seems like comic books don't have, from what I've seen, don't have the tokenism issue.
Bro, I'm getting tired of comic books too.
What we mean?
I'm getting tired of characters just turning out gay out of nowhere, bro.
Oh, okay. I mean, that wasn't my beef, but
I'm getting tired.
I came to fight.
Right, that wasn't my beef with.
No, that's what technically that still fits in the same spectrum. It's just everybody needs to feel included. So it's Superman was it Superboy just found, or whoever just found out he gay. I'm like,
yeah, and then one of the Robin
found out he gay.
Oh, yeah, it's like Red Robin.
And I'm just like, bro,
Red Robin.
And then the thing you posted, Santa Claus,
Santa Claus got him. He gay too or something. I'm like, bro, come. Yo,
hey man.
I mean, it is what it is. Like,
oh fuck that.
He mad. Like, get it, dog. It's only like 12 o'clock by you. Like, relax.
It gets annoying.
The blood pressure is rise.
Like, you triggered instantly.
Everybody thinks that's like, oh, this is great. No, it's not. Y'all are just forcing shit. It is getting annoying as hell. Y'all are about to start losing supporters.
Different minority groups, they all want representation.
Fuck that.
Right? But wait,
I don't want nobody to be represented anymore now at this point.
Kitty. Count to 10 and take deep breaths.
Fuck that.
So every group, the way I rationalize it, every group wants to be represented. And I don't care about that, right? But as far as that representation is concerned, when is enough? Like, when will you be satisfied with the amount of representation that you have?
Same question.
And that's for any minority group. It's for us, for LGBTQ, for Miss Marvel or whatever that Pakistani character is.
Pakistani character.
You're talking about
Miss Marvel.
Yeah, was she like she like Mr. Fantastic low key?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Marvel, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, when I don't know if Pakistans consider her a token Pakistani, you know what I'm saying? So
they just happen to have a hero,
right?
But that's it. That's all they wanted. They didn't ask more. They didn't ask for all this extra shit. They just got that and they were like, yeah, I'm good. I'm done.
So but as far as I would consider that one maybe the token Pakistani, because that's the only one that I'm aware of, or the other one that's out there that's popular. I'm pretty sure there's probably more, but so it's like I don't see this I don't see this much of an issue in comic books about there's got to be a token black guy. There's plenty of all the races and all the genders in each comic book company, like in DC, Marvel, Image, whoever. So it's not an issue at all. I'm glad it's not an issue.
Yet.
I don't see how it can be an issue.
Yet.
But then again, I don't think too deep into this shit. So,
yeah, people just making issues out of things aren't issues, though.
Yeah, that is true. So, but I mean, I think I only see it in media, like TV shows. I don't see it in anime. I don't see it in manga. I know there was an issue. The issue was, I think it was in Dragon Ball, where they had an issue of how black people are drawn.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, what?
Like that was a thing.
Whoa, what you mean? What have you remember old Dragon Ball?
Oh, you mean the big lips?
Yes,
the big beautiful lips.
they supple like a lady's lips.
Them things were insane.
The things were huge, but
like it's just I
don't think they have it anymore in Dragon Ball Z. I don't think they have it in Super or anything.
I don't think like I think that was bigger than just Dragon Ball. I think it was across anime. Period. Like how
it was just across animation, not even just anime. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they have that in anymore. And it's like it's the same thing as well, the funny thing is like it's the same thing as it goes for every race. Japanese don't give a fuck. Black, you gonna have big lips and you're gonna be dark color. American character, you're gonna be loud, have yellow hair and blue motherfucking eyes.
And wear USA stuff all around and got sunglasses.
And so
and you gonna be buff.
So
hella buff.
That's just like the normal, but it's like the people just don't, they only care about one thing. They don't care about what this race looks like. They only care about what that race looks like. Right, and it's just like, okay, but I remember these other races, they get like portrayed pretty bad too. Like you always got the Indian dude owning the 7-Eleven store. You always got, or a convenience store. You always got this. You always got that. It doesn't matter. It's an ongoing trend. But our people was like, no, we can't have.
Bro, if I can post this image right now, I'm gonna put it in chat so you can see this. I just click that. That's how. And that was in Dragon Ball Z. That was in like in Goten and Trunks, the dude who was in the tournament. Strong, muscular dude. Yeah. You got the.
Oh yeah. I remember him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But but it's like it's like we're not the only ones. Well, we believe, a lot of people believe that we're the only ones, and it's like we're not the only ones. A lot of people believe we're the only ones, and I'm just like,
yeah, but then we start getting people like that.
Wait. So his name is Staff Officer Black. I clicked on the image and it says Staff Officer Black. That's a little right on the nose there, huh?
That's a funny name.
So we went from that to characters drawn like Oob. Like that's the difference we're talking about.
Oh man, Oob was like a good character.
When you put these images, you gotta do like a comparison. And this is like if you guys are watching to see the difference of how we looked, and we used to look worse than that, versus how we look now with Oob.
So you know what I just realized though? In Final Fantasy VII, Blerd is the only black guy in that whole entire world, in that whole entire universe.
Yeah, because even when you go, because I was looking at that, like, because I played original a few times, even when you go in the slum sections near the Golden Saucer and you go to where he was like pretty much lived most of his life at, he got shot by some random white dude. Like that was his whole story thing of it. Like they were like, oh, we can't have black on black crime up in this. No, like I remember that and I was like, he has a gun on his arm. It's just a thing they do in the back alley marketplace? Black,
Black.
you lost your arm.
Yeah, just grab arms on your.
Yeah, just grab gun arms. And I was like, and like when I saw that too, I was like, maybe it really isn't a Barrett race thing. Maybe they just put guns on everyone's arms, and Barrett and this guy are the only ones that really survive. I don't know, but it was just fascinating to see a fully functioning one machine gun. Like,
yeah, like logistically, that shouldn't be possible. So,
like the recoil going through your body. That's why he holds his arm.
maybe that's why, because the recoil, he gotta keep his arm steady for pristine accuracy. For pristine accuracy, he has to hold his arm.
Rockets, buzzsaws, and his arm is pretty versatile.
This is ridiculous. Like looking back at it, I like the character. I like all these supposedly token characters. I don't.
You like them.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, and that's what I think. That's what artists want. They just like, hey, yo, we just want y'all to like our characters.
Yeah,
we want to make them relatable to you.
Yeah, we'll make them as
by giving them big
possible,
lips,
and hopefully not make them racist. But we did
giving them big lips and guns,
big lumps of his juicy lips.
I ain't seen that one black character in any type of form of media with like, except for like Afro Samurai, that's like doesn't have a gun or that doesn't dance. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're out there. I just haven't seen them.
Yeah, even in Seis Manos, the one black guy.
Yo, he is black, bro.
That's probably one of the blackest depictions of a black guy I've seen in any recent times, and he's hella enjoyable. Like that guy is so relatable. If you were in his situation, seen and done what he did.
Yeah, that man over there fucking other people's wives.
Yeah,
don't spoil it for him. Like, go watch Seis Manos. It's actually fantastic. It's not really long either.
Yeah, I mean what's the other guy from Baki?
Oliver Biscuit?
Oh my gosh.
Bro, yes, that dude is not a joke, bro. Oliver, well, see the thing about Oliver Biscuit is well-drawn character, and he is portrayed after a bodybuilder, a famous bodybuilder here in America.
No, it's not him. It was somebody. Oh, I got
that's
not the one I was talking about though. But anyway,
who?
It's a guy. I'll find it later. I'll find it after. But
what does he do?
Well, I don't know. I'm just seeing a picture of a guy because I'm looking at this article. It says anime has a race problem. Here's how black fans are fixing it. It's like a video, but I didn't click on the video. But as the thumbnail, they got Mr. Popo, some chick from Hunter versus Hunter. It looks like. And
wait, the one with the pigtails?
Yeah,
she's like a kid. Pigtails has a staff.
No, she's like a maid. She got like a maid suit.
Yeah, what's wrong with her?
I don't know. I didn't watch the video. I'm just saying.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, so now that people are just reaching at this point. That's why I said people just be reaching.
I don't know what's wrong with her. She was a dang good character in my eyes,
but in the thumbnail, there's a guy in the background that's and I'll just send the link to y'all. But it's he got the lips like how they did in Dragon Ball. Like he got them big round lips. And I was just thinking, I thought he was from Baki, but I guess if it's not from Baki, then it's
can we just call them like pool floaters? Because like if you took them out,
that's racist.
Oh, I'm naming it. Them jinx is like the tubes that you float up in the pool. That's literally what they put on our face.
Now that you said that, I can't look away.
You can't not see it now, right? So now you gonna start being like, hey, man,
it is racist. These people are racist. I'm gonna start a boycott or something against anime.
Why? Like
to be toxic.
Like I tell you, it's gonna be a point where we're just not gonna get anything from the East.
Yeah, well.
Money.
Yeah, they need money. Yeah, it's like they need money, but if they didn't, oh boy.
Yeah, if they had wow, that's pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. I need you to send me that link for that lamp.
Oh my gosh, you don't need it.
But yeah, it's clearly a problem. I don't tokenism. I don't see into it in the West.
Well, the thing is, though, I think it can be used in a good way, though. Because I mean, like, think about it in reality. Like, how many times have you been like literally the token person in like the room, in the environment, in school, at work?
At Blerd, like when I
Yeah.
first got there, like when
Yeah.
I first got to Blerd, it wasn't as mixed as I'm assuming it is now, or as when y'all was leaving.
Mm-hmm.
It was like when I first got to Blerd, I never seen so many white people in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, but then at the same time, the flip side of that came with some dumb shit. Like,
Yep.
They was like, oh, like they thought I was what they saw on MTV or BET. And when I didn't, that came with bullshit, right? So as y'all know. So I mean, like it has its pros and it has its cons. Hopefully down the road, down the line, it have more pros than cons. Being the token black guy or the token, like obviously I'm not Pakistani, so but I'm assuming based off what I see that the Pakistanians are like so happy. They just like Kenny was saying, they are just so happy they have a character. There's no slander that I know of or that I've seen. There's no slander. There's no, you know what I'm saying? There's no bad vibes.
Yeah, the negative parts of their culture aren't portrayed in such a blinding light. But I mean, I guess like think of it in this way. Like you can relate to that. Remember how, and not you, because we know there's other black characters on screen before, but remember when Black Panther first came out and everyone was like, yes, we're finally on the big screen. And everyone's like, Blade?
Right.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
Multiple iterations of Blade. And then there's a few other characters that I can't like think of right now.
Like Static Shock. A lot of people
Static Shock. Yeah, like
yeah.
He's really like I guess I don't know if I can say iconic, but he's very well known to me at least. But maybe not many others because he's, you know, other characters they kind of just forgot about. Like they literally dumpster him, all puns intended, because you know he surfs on that little dumpster thing for a little bit. But yeah, like no, but there are many of these characters, but I guess the biggest thing is they didn't receive the same hype that Black Panther received. Like we're talking about top of the top line cinema at this point.
And I think the reason that was because you said portrayal of a character. So
how they're portrayed, and the whole movie was black, just about.
Like directors,
Blade,
producers,
was
black. So I think the difference between like characters like Static Shock, even though he's up there, and I guess pop culture, is the difference was Black Panther was a king of a whole entire country,
royalty, and you'll see
he's king.
Now we got to see the positive lights of black influence and culture.
Right,
we still got to see some of the negatives, but
So and then with Static Shock, he was just another black kid from inner city. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's a typical storyline. Right. So I think with the
this thing's going crazy.
Yeah, it's like what the hell's going on with it? It's like tripping. It's tripping out over there. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, it's a portrayal, royalty versus inner city. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna highlight and be more impressed as a minority royalty over just the average, typical, stereotypical. Oh, I came out the hood and I made it type of thing.
Type deal.
So, any closing remarks?
I already said what I need to say.
Yeah, you said a lot, Kenny.
he got mad. He utilized his emotions.
He woke up out. Yeah, he expressed his emotions appropriately.
Hey, man, the power of emotions.
The power of the man and the emotion.
You said 2 words that might get us canceled.
I'm fine with that. Like I can start over somewhere else. Like
exactly. It's not like we got that far now.
Yeah, but
it ain't too much further to go. Just redo all the cuts.
That means we made it low key.
Yeah, exactly. I told you. I said the moment we get canceled, I'm gonna send you a message and be like, "Bro, we did it
all the way up
so far that someone cared about our words so much
Yeah,
They had to stop us from talking.
right. And nobody can ever in my life tell me shit. Like,
Yeah,
you
nah,
can't
like,
tell me
if that-
nothing. Like, I've got canceled. Have you?
Have you? Yeah, if I get canceled, that's gonna be a badge of honor. I'm gonna make me a whole certification online, put it up front, and be like, I got canceled on this date.
Make merch. Like, I got canceled.
Cancel stamp. I got canceled in the back. Have you?
Ah, gosh. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, but no,
But-
like I don't have an issue like with it. I guess in current media, more so I think a lot of the issues I see are now. It doesn't seem to be so far in the Black community. It seems to now just be affecting particularly LGBTQ plus AAI and whatever the rest of the acronym is, because it's a little bit more. It seems to be affecting them the most because there have been a lot of characters I've seen that they just reduce to their sexuality. And it's like, no, like let these characters be their character outside of sexuality. Everyone else can be their character outside of sexuality. Everyone else can have goals. They can have dreams, beliefs, morals that don't revolve around this one individualized trait of being sexual. And also, like, stop throwing sexuality in people's faces. Like, not every person does that. Not every gay person, queer, LGBT, whatever does that. So stop making it seem like they all do this. Like, write them like normal characters, and they also so happen to have that preference. That's all.
All right.
That's what I would hope, at least.
Yeah, we all could hope.
Yeah,
Even Kenny.
Yeah, but hey, I'm not the entire culture of it, so let's see what other people think.
So this was conclude this episode of the Blerd Talk podcast by the Blerd Initiative, sponsored by Anchor. I like that. I like how I did that right there.
Hey, you sound so how you like super smug.
Yeah.
Sponsored by
Anchor. Anyway,
All right.
yeah, we're done with this.